we go. Oh. Hi, my name is Sean. I'm going to welcome back to KGS. Today we got a 4K versus 5K. I am white. It's seeing if I don't deserve to be 4K now because I lost the last game. So we'll just do a traditional white territorial type opening. Encourages white to do a cross game. Black says no. So we'll just do opposing Komoku. Because with this black here, it's kind of saying I want to develop here. This sort of prevents that as well. So we'll do that. Probably going for low Chinese. Nope. Oh, I should look over at the overlay. Hey, it's working. Good. Good. Okay, so black is approaching high. This is the big side of the board, and I made it so on purpose. So, what do I want? I really want territory. I have a few things I can try building this way, but I don't really want to build that way. Just do traditional, probably. Stick to what I know. Okay, so now black can... Alright, that works. I can ignore this, and then black can get this sort of move, so... that's interesting. Means that if he gets another move on my corner, then... Well, actually, if he gets another move on my corner, I can always just go over here. It's not that big a deal. Should probably come and break up his, but... There's still this weak spot, but it's not supported unless I go all the way here. If I go all the way here, he can do a similar throw-in. So I can do a little bit of a bigger Shamari, which sort of is aiming to do something like that. This is also threatening to grow big over here, so if he makes some sort of enclosure, I can expand. So I think for now, I'm just going to get a response from him and go Kobayashi, although there's a stone there. Kobayashi is probably not good. Approach his or approach mine. I think mine is... Well, the bigger side of the board is right here right now. So breaking this up is probably important. I've been territorial thus far. I should probably go for territory. I don't get Comey, so there's that. So I have two options. I can either do 2 space or 3 space. 3 space it allows him to make that S-looking shape thing, but he has to throw it in order to get it. So we'll play fast. Yep. And now I could play something like this. Now that we're not in balance. But it gives him Sente. I don't want to give him Sente. If he has that stone there, how does that change this? I think it still does a similar thing. It's just that he doesn't need to fix and he'll get Sente afterwards. So do I approach here, figure out what he wants to do, and then make a Shamari? Or do I make a Shamari immediately? I think we're going to ignore it. That's been the theme in the last few of my games. It's just, we'll get around to it. I think we're gonna go low. I have a stone here. I kind of want to develop high. That's threatening this throw-in. I can easily live in the corner or just make this sort of shape. Now the throw-in is kind of annoying, so I'll try to defend against it. So far, nice, very nice and peaceful game. This would be matching up with what I'm doing over there. Actually, I think I want to attach on the outside. And build a wall because I've already got that upward. This one seems too low, to be honest. So I think we're going to do that. Gives up a little bit more of the corner, but I'm making a nice big influence here. I can get this sort of move, or I can just extend up, because, you know, this is pretty big for me. There's also this extension here. Getting this is probably pretty big, too. Getting this move on that shape is nice, so I think I'll do that. It does leave some extra weaknesses, but should I just fix it? He can, of course, extend there, but after fixing it now, I can get this move. Can I just double honey, actually? I can. Because he has that weakness. And now I can fix. This gives a lot of poking stuff. This has that other weakness. This one has that weakness. Can he cut directly? Not. I think this is probably good enough. If he cuts... do I want to play fancy? No, actually... Oh, I got this stone here. I kind of want to save this stone. Because now I can throw in. I think I'll just connect solidly. Alright. Now we got something to chase. This stuff is pretty fine because it still has the ability on the corner. I want to push him this way for sure. How to do that. You know, after learning all this stuff about Knight's moves, I don't see many opportunities to apply it because this is like, you know, not quite. Block his access to the center. Actually, this might not be bad because with this stone here, I can throw in and do some serious damage to this stuff. There is a pretty serious weakness of mine right here, this cut. If I extend out, now it's going to be connecting to this, so I think I almost need to... I don't like that. Well, if he cuts here, I can just give it up. And then fix or something, which would actually help me more than him. If he pokes at it... I'm not sure. How do I attack this? I think I want to attack it this way to get strong. It leans on this group a little bit, but... stronger than... maybe I should just do this. Spending way too much time on this move. But it's important. Do I ignore that for now and attack this stuff first? See how this resolves. Okay, so if I'm attacking from this way, I'm getting a lot of influence. What am I planning to do with that? These are really secure. These are really secure. This has the weak spot, so I think pushing it this way might be better. Just cap it. What does he do with capping? Does he try just going diagonal through? I'm not sure. This is why I'm studying attacking, because my attacking skills are not that great. Good at poking out eyes, I think. Alright, so with that I can Hane. I could also push in, but then when he comes back to connect, it's almost like you gotta Hane at the head of two stones. Is the cut then any better? He can get this thing. I can Atari and do some shenanigans. Pushing in, pulling back, Haneing, probably Hane. If he pulls back like a Joseki here, I can connect solidly. And then I got a ton of influence and I can throw in here and attack this stone. Okay. This thing encourages him to do that or just connect. Doing this is pretty important as well. Either of these two stones kills the eye. If I connect solidly... Well, if I connect solidly and he does either of these two... Well, this one... Huh. There's still this cutting point. Okay, I should be able to just do it, right? If he extends it, then I descend. And then this is on its own and that's on its own. So do I cut here? I think I cut here. Alright. Interesting. Which is kind of hurting this stuff now. I have this poke. Do I just turn here? Do I turn? Is that what I do? Descend? If I descend, he can come out. But then I can turn and just get Ataris on it. So I think... Yeah, I think descending. That also has the issue of undercutting this stuff now. But now I can just kill this stone off. Clamp, wedge, capture, and he's getting under. Doing this. Still has this. Hi, Go Sage. What is the move? If he does that, I would have to Atari this. He would have to connect back, which would be just an endgame play at that point. If he comes out, I can... Yeah, I think this is the move. And so now he's running. Now he can easily come back and connect. I was only doing this to get some influence, so now I can throw in here. Alright, so now he's doing that. Does this thing have any hope at all of living right now? Poking here is important, and then I can... Nope, it's kind of in a corridor, isn't it? So, what do I do about that? That is the question, isn't it? Was it worth it? Let's see if I can get a chat going in here. Hey, there we go. You know what, I'll just do it over that. It's fine. Good enough. So I'm strong enough to do this now, right? No, those stones aren't exactly... Nah, they're pretty dead, aren't they? They're pretty dead. Poke them, make some shape. Yeah, there's this poke. There's some stuff we can do, and I might be able to get one eye or maybe two. I want to come back and attack this, I think, first. So I can... Yeah, poke here, make table. That's pretty much an eye. If he seals me in, I can maybe make a second eye on the ground up here, which means that he gets this solid, which doesn't really get him anything, so I can squirm and live, but the problem is... oh, wait, no, wait. No, this was his corner. Okay. I was going to say, this started out as his corner, and somehow... But, yeah. Territory balance-wise, he has this, that, this, and that, so he... Yeah, that's true. If he does have to fight and seal me in, all he really gets is his outside influence. He already has all this other stuff, so... but the question is, do I want to attack this stuff, or... Probably save my own group. Let's do that. We'll just make a table shape. Which he needs to seal me in. So, Now what? There's this sort of thing, but that poke kind of... What do? Threaten to poke through... Well, that doesn't really help me with my eye shape, though. This sort of does? If I go here, he goes there. This is just Atari on him. I can get that move and that move. Just starting to look like shape. Threaten to poke through with what, like an attachment? Just, well, he's just gonna block then. I just go there. Hane, I guess there's... Then there's... Oh, hey, I got an idea. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Hane, if he cuts... There's this move, which kind of threatens to... There we go. That looks like something. I've already got a stone at 015. Did you mean Q15? There you go. Okay. I was almost thinking this and then Ahane, which encourages him to cut, and then I can do this. And he'll need to... Well, if he just does this, I guess that covers it. Or if he just ignores it, he's a move ahead. Throwing in here, no. This sort of thing. There's just that flat poke. Poking out here, does that help? No. If he goes here, then what? Then I go here. And then if he cuts, I can descend. And then, well, there's just double Atari then, so... Fighting really hard to make this live. There's also connect underneath. Or threaten to connect underneath. What does he do? If he goes here, am I screwed then? Because if he goes, no, if he goes here, no, that's just Atari ladder into that. So, threaten to connect underneath. Just trying to get Q17 and Sente. Yeah, that is the goal. If we can get Q17 and Sente. Yeah, threat, then plie 18. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So, wait, if I pull back, then he has to do that, right? Otherwise, I can just connect underneath, and then that whole thing is fine. Because I can still get this. This is what I need for the mouse shape, then. No, he's just going to let me get it. Okay. Oh, yeah, I think you're... Wait, what? I'm confused. I'm confused as well. What? So now I can capture this and I'm completely fine. So he spent quite a few moves to do that. That's what I was thinking. I have an opportunity now. I'm going to come back and attack this. That is not the correct move for that. I don't know how to respond to that. Usually the move is here. So the move is then to... Interesting. Well, I'll just go here then, right? Because then now we got a splitting attack. Because my group is fine. I've got extensions over here and over here. If he ever comes here, I can always extend. But that's threatening to link up. So I just descend, and this is also a threat on his corner then? Does he, can he link up underneath? No, I don't think so. Alright, we'll just prevent that side from looking up. So he has to defend that. Alright, and now I make him heavy by poking here. And then push him towards my thickness, right? That's how this works. Cutting points. Strength. Oh, I guess that's not shown here. Strength-wise, he's a 5K. That's right. I have not. This is an old overlay. It doesn't have the rank on it. I think I need to attack from this side. The problem is this cut, which maybe isn't a problem actually. So I need to poke at it to make it heavy, and then which also strengthens me and helps this extension here. So I mean, to be fair, I think I'm only a 2K or a 3K or something like that. I took a long break and coming back, so I'm not sure what my rank is. I started at about 3 or 4K, and people have told me I'm too strong for this range, but we will see. Oh, he says I'm weak. That's what that move is saying. Well, the cool thing is that even if he does cut and I Atari it up a little bit, that means I'm getting stronger to surround this, which is... 1-point jump would have been better. Yeah, 1-point jump attachment, or even, you know, poking at this and then doing a 1-point jump or something. But even still, I've got this stone here, which is putting him behind enemy lines. Like I said, if he cut, yeah, he's gonna cut, so we'll just let him, I think. Now, if he Hanes, do I Atari or do I extend? Probably just extend, right? Oh, for me? 1-point, no, I'm attacking. 1-point jump had been too soft on it. I'm trying to push him into this stuff. This solidifies my shape. If he Ataris me, I go through. Do I want to Atari this? I also have this poke. I think extend, well, hold on. If I extend, then he can get this poke. Yeah, I think extending's best because, again, I've got this. I do have several cutting points, though. Yeah, that's... You could be right. As it stands now, if this thing gets really strong, all I gotta do is 1 or 2 moves around this thing, and this thing's just gonna crumble. Can you do that? Atari, because then that's immediately poking you there. And then there's double Atari here. Yeah, I know. This is also now a peep at this. So I can immediately Atari that and get this Atari then. And if he Ataris and then capture it, but then that's a liberty off of that. So I have 1, 2, 3 liberties. 2, 1, 2, 3. So when he cuts here, it'd be connect, and then you get a second liberty. So I can't poke at this. I need to poke through. This has too few liberties for that, so I need to kill these stones off first. So you're doing that. So this is now. Yeah, this is just dead. Looks like he can. Well, no, because if he does this, then I just capture it. Yeah. Yeah, this is yeah. And now there's. Well, no, if he connects here, I was gonna say now there's 2 cutting points, but if he connects here, I cut here and he's sealed in. If he connects here, I cut here and he's cut off. So this group is pretty much dead. If you Hane, I just Atari you. I think yeah, I mean this seems like a good move. Oh, that is cute. Cute try? Is that what you're saying? Cut try? So if I don't respond, he can poke and connect. But I think I'd rather not let him get that, so we'll do this. Cute, yeah, okay. That is cut try. Wait, what? Alright, so basically if he gets... This move, he has an eye. So I really just need to... Just need to make sure he doesn't get a second eye, right? This means I can get the Hane, so he would... So if he does this, yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah, I need to do this so he doesn't get the turn on it. This limits his eye space, and now he's forced to run to the center. And while he's running to the center, I can get some free extensions over here and just push him towards this. I'm not going to try to kill this one, I don't think. I got this, and I have a couple weaknesses up in here. I really just need to profit a little bit from this attack, and I should be pretty good. This... even this clamp is probably good enough for that. This seems a little too aggressive. What would he do? Just... Actually, what can he do? I think this might be the perfect time for this then, because... What does he do? If he tries wedging, it's just Atari and fix. Oh, I guess that is kind of a problem. Poke. Well, wait a minute, that would just go the other way, right? So... Be as severe as you can get away with, I guess. Again, with this well, that would, if he does that, I will Atari it out. And then just come over here. Actually, this works too. And this is way safer. Or this one. This also protects my cutting point. Poke. Yeah, I think this is probably safe. This has that poking problem, and if I'm already connected over here, then I don't care. That is doing what? That just connects solidly. I'm completely fine, right? Atari down. Atari fix. Yeah, I'll just play solid. I don't need to be doing anything fancy. Well, let's see. What is he? Rank? I don't know. I'd say he's about a 5Q. Or it might be a 6Q. He just looks like he just got a 5Q rank, so. think I just connect. If you go do anything else, I just cut you off. If you try connecting, I let you because there's no eye in the corner. So again, if you connect, actually, can you even connect? I would just do this, and then you do that. Yeah, I guess you could connect, but then I'm just going to use the next move to seal you in, and then you only have one eye. So, yeah. That is doing what? I guess threatening to poke through here. I do got to be somewhat worried about this group, but I think with... See, if he Ataris that, I can just extend. He might be able to Atari it out, I guess, but... let's see. Worried about this? Question mark? I connect solidly. He has to connect, and then I just cover. So, no. Like I said, I just do this. So he has to connect solidly, and then I do this. Oh, he's not. Okay. Alright, then we'll cut you off. Got a bit of a corridor here, I guess. Hold on, if I do this, and then Atari... No, then I... Ah, shit. Just hunting? You cut, I Atari. Capture, connect. But then that one's completely sealed, so I just do this. That is true. Have either of you ever been to the Go Congress? It's very humbling that elementary school kids can be that strong. This has the problem of that cut, so... There's this cut, right? But then I can just push straight through. And then Atari this, so I don't need to be afraid of that cut. Alright. Okay, so that's the end of the game there. We can do a little bit of a review, I guess. So, as I said, I wasn't afraid of this cut. I was just going to go here. Hey, I'm finally established as a 4Q. So if I... Yeah. I don't play a whole lot of games. Anyways, don't need to be afraid of the cut because I can push through immediately. And just do this. Now these two stones are floating. This cut is not an issue. I don't think, anyway. So after doing that, this cut. How do I do with this cut? Following means he gets an Atari, so I don't want to follow. This has this problem. But he still needs to come back and save these. And these aren't going to go anywhere. Let's see. Well, I wouldn't want to jump there, obviously. You jump here? I don't like that. Now he's really into my territory. I don't like that. I'd rather just squash it. He can get a squeeze on me, but I'm okay with that. I think I finally executed a successful splitting attack for a change. So let's go back to the beginning. Closing Komoku, just do basic. Yeah, and that was going to be my plan. I'll let's go back to that, I guess. I think my what I originally said is I might even want to just let him go, but he just was being so heavy, and I figured seal him in, surround him, because he only had one eye here. Me chasing him would get me a little bit here, and, you know, some stones along here, I guess. Which I could then turn into a little more points with that sort of stuff. Potentially even poking in there. I don't know. I don't know how it would have gone, but... With this, I am almost thinking black should do something over here. See, him sort of picking that allows me to... Well, that's right, he didn't do that. He did this. That's really strange. Now, I didn't respond over here to make a Komoku. Ideally, I'd want to go here, but this is a little too far from the corner now. Then this... I would need this... Anyway, this stone is important for throwing in. So I just approached over there, we did this. Black could have just left this alone. And, you know, did something over here, but he decided to finish it. And I said, screw it. So does this Joseki change at all if black already has a stone there? I mean, black would not play this move now, right? So black would probably pull this one out and fight with that. Because black already has a stone there, and if he played that, that'd be really over-concentrated, so... So what does black do now? Black would have to pull this out, right? And fight? Start a big fight? Not sure how white would respond. White tries to save this stuff. Then it really is a fight. Probably poke at that and poke through, maybe? I mean, because white doesn't have any eye shape, but black really doesn't either. Black has the ability to lean on this group a little bit. White really only has friends here or running up here, but I don't know. Maybe that was ill-advised, but that seems to be a trend in my games lately, is just, yeah, I'll come back to that. I'll find time some other time to respond to that. This seems really slow. Although this does set up the attack, which is why I responded then. So this actually just lets me fix my shape. I think coming in here... Good night, Ghost Sage. I think this is probably the bigger side of the board, or even, you know, coming in here, breaking this up. And if you're going to attack this, I think throwing in is the way to go. This, again, just invites me to fix my shape. It's like, hey, buddy, you got a weakness there. And I go, okay, thanks for pointing that out. I guess it is Sentai to do that for you. And then you can come over there, so maybe that's not so bad. Interesting. Yeah, so he can't cut, because then I get this and kill everything. See ya, whoever you are. My name is Songbro. I do have a YouTube channel, Songbro, or youtube.com/Songbro, or you can find it by searching Songbird Go. Got a couple hundred Go games, mostly single-digit Q stuff. Sort of documenting my trails from double-digit Q to low single-digit Qs right now. What's up, Maladrin? So Maladrin, I guess I lied. We're not going to be playing Gloomhaven tomorrow. We're probably going to do that Saturday. Tomorrow we're going to be playing Divinity Original Sin. Just to mix it up a little bit so we don't get burned out. How else do you attack this thing? That's just it. That's why I did this, because I mean, there's, you know, obvious things like this, but like, I don't know. There's still this huge weakness over here, or just plain cutting, I would probably just give it up, which would then hurt his stuff, but that poke is still annoying. And you can use it to potentially make some sort of shape. I mean, black is already looking pretty, not alive, but has a lot of, like, now he has eye potential. This is a pretty key point here. Might be a little too far away from that, given that there's that black stone there, but... And I was surprised at this, too. I'm surprised he didn't do this. With this, I would have probably done this, because it's one space jump, and it's a knight's move from there, which would kind of force him to go this way, but that doesn't seem like the right direction. I think this may be better. He could probably bounce there. That would encourage him to do this. This would protect that. And then we're kind of back to this sort of thing. Hane. If I cut, then he can cut, so I would probably back off, and he could do this sort of thing. And he's working his way there, but now I've got some more strength on the outside, I guess. I'm not sure how to... Maybe that's the better move. Forces him to diagonal. And then, I don't know, push him again. Like, I'm getting, you know, nice outside influence here to throw in here later. At that point, I think he's connected, so... Yeah, so I was surprised at that. The other option he has is to, you know, take some Aji out of there and potentially... would standing probably be better? Potentially start making some live shape over here, I think. You might as well K15 and fight him, he says. What is K15? K15 is just diagonal? No, after. After what? Because when he goes here, this is what he does. Or unless you meant this. This delay is so hard to work with. After this, just do that and fight him like that. This seems like the weaker stone. Got it cut, right? What does black do about this cut? Follow me down, get some Aji. Yeah, this is pretty hindering this influence over here. Now this group looks pretty weak. Maybe that isn't so bad for black. Versus, what did I do? I butt up against it? No, I hide. That's right. I was trying to avoid a fight. I was expecting black to pull back. Wait, no. What would black do? How does black resolve this part peacefully? Just this? No, because I can poke through, right? You went... Yeah, you just do that, and that's hurting that stuff now. Go for that, I guess. But no, it just kind of helps him some more. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I was very curious as to how this should have resolved, because after this, I thought he was just going to do this. I was only doing that to get a stone here, potentially for more Aji. Or for some eye shape, I guess. Like, so what was my... I wanted to get this in Sentai somehow. It currently isn't. Black can just... Maybe even... Yeah, Black can even just do that, looks like. So if this move was Sentai, and I could get this... Then I think I would have enough leverage, and I was trying to figure out how to make that Sentai. So after this move, I think Gosage was recommending doing this, but Black is just going to do that then. And this is not an eye. Oh, there we go. That's Atari then. Ah, there we go. Does that help though? Yes, actually, because then I can poke through now. Ah. Okay, and then I have that in Sentai. And then what, I just do this and I'm alive then? That is not an eye. That's an eye, but that's Atari, so do this. That's gonna die. What do I do about that? Threaten that. Still no 2 eyes. So poking here, what is Black's move? What if Black just does this? Then I go here. Is that a threat? It is kind of. Its corner's looking pretty weak now, but this is pretty soft response for Black. I'd make this one of these. Well, Black wouldn't have to play either of these because he would just play the other one later, so Black would just throw in immediately. No, that's not good for Black. What would Black do instead? Just this? Black doesn't even need to do that. Black can just, you know, oops. That probably won't be bad either. If the Void tries this, then there's that. I don't know. I think Black could have killed me. I was originally thinking something like that, but there's that. So Black would just do this. I don't have enough liberties to do that. That Black wouldn't really care about that either. Black would just this move is still pretty powerful. I mean, great. And that stone's already on the key point for making an eye there. I think Black could have easily killed me right there. Instead, Black... Oops, we're on alternate. Black just decided to push through. Even after this one, Black should still disconnect me. Well, hold on. Now I might have enough space for an eye. What do I have to respond to that? So even if he just throws in there, that's still only 1 eye. Where do I get the second eye here, guys? That's Atari. Like, Black should have been able to kill me, but he just let me connect. At this point, the group is safe, so I come back to attack this stuff. The usual move is here, and then if I had a stone 1 space further, this would connect up to it. Since I didn't, that's why I came out. How did I come out? I just diagonal. And he also did this move, which is kind of weird. So I think the other thing about this move is that it's preventing me from linking up, but I think it also has this potential. White playing here still kills the eye, but, you know, Black plays here, and now there's potential for eye again. Well, I guess you could do that, but then you need 2 more moves, whatever. Diagonal for splitting attack. This is just an empty threat to connect. Would you be able to connect like this? Monkey jump sort of thing? No, because then I can push through here, right? Ooh, wait a minute. Here's a cut. Is that a problem? If you save that one, I can... No, okay, that's... If you save the other one, then I'm way off, way better off. Plus, you still got this series poke, which eventually he did end up playing, but this is pretty big. I don't think I can kill the corner yet, though. This... Especially with this cut for me. Although that's not a problem anymore with that stone. Right? Because this has nowhere to go. And that kind of kills both at once. That's cool. Now that's Atari. You Hane, I just Atari you immediately. I just let you have it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's back up. So yeah, that's threatening his corner, so he responds to it. This just makes it heavy. Better do this side than this side, I think. Because that really doesn't help protect the cut any better, I don't think, so. This is just a knight's move. Ghost Sage said I should probably do this, but I don't know. That seems a lot stronger for him. And then maybe... Oh, maybe that is better. Because it gets me a little bit stronger, and then I can hop out here. And then, well, actually, I don't even need to do that. I could probably just do this. This cutting problem is not a cutting problem. Because I can just give those 2 stones up, and then... Yeah. If you poke at it, that's just... Yeah. Now this is this is a cutting problem, I think. However, that poke is pretty big. Anyway, yeah, so you are correct, I think. The jump might have been good. However, there's this. Can he now do 2 space jump and then he's ahead of me? Does it matter? I think I still just let these 2 stones, because this is all, you can't cut this. If you do this and then cut, and then cut, what do you do? Just Atari it and... And then this stuff gets, or starts to get surrounded, maybe? Well, there's the key point there. And if you block the other way, then I just go diagonal and try to run to this, I guess. So you could get a little bit of a counterattack, it looks like. We go the other way, that move, I think? Now that has that weakness, I guess. Well, no, then I'm fine. Hold on. There's a squeeze. It's kind of dangerous. Probably from this side, because that's the weaker side. There's another Atari. Oh boy. Ugh. Ugly. Very, very ugly here. But now at that point, I think I'm fine, right? It's hurting this stuff, but I got enough liberties to come back and kill this now. Okay. Side tangent. Alright. I need to hurry this up, because my wife is waiting for me. Threatening the cut. I'm surprised he didn't cut. I would have had to do something like this. There's that cut now. And then this is kind of weak, so I would have to save this side. This ladder doesn't work for him, of course, but he can still use it to get it. No, that's just helping me surround him again. Would he threaten to capture on a larger scale? Can't, because that's Atari. Anyway. A couple more things. Was there anything else? Yeah, that was ill-advised. Maybe just push out? Oh, no. Cutting? Does cutting work? Because then you can get this move. And then I just heal you. No, I think you're pretty screwed. I got enough surrounding help. Just him trying to get out. And I think this is all just stuff. I think he resigned earlier than this. Right here? I think it was about right here. This is the end of the game. Okay. So that's my second game for the night. I think we'll leave it there. Again, tomorrow we are going to be playing Divinity Original Sin 2. Continuing our campaign with that. I believe we're finishing up Act 2. And then Saturday we're going to be playing Gloomhaven. I don't know what we're doing Sunday. If we don't have anything planned with the guys, I'll probably play some more Go at the time. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.